Dear children, last day I taught you history lesson 13, the national movement first phase 1885 to 1919. In this lesson, you look at the page number 85, the Indian National Congress. Thought it is generally believed that A.O. Hume, a retired British bureaucrat, was instrumental in the setting of Indian National Congress. Its actual foundation was a direct corollary of the contemporary socio-economic and political conditions prevailing at the time during the 1880. The idea of an all-Indian organization was very much in the air. The inaugural session of the Indian National Congress was held on December 28, 1885 at Bombay. The session was described as a middle-class darbar, in which the congressmen were merely concerned with obtaining the blessing of the British ruler, but later on it provided a suitable platform to give voice to the growing resentment of Indians. Byomesh Chandra Banerjee, the president of the first Congress outlined the objective of the Congress as follows. First, the promotion of the personal friendship among the people of the country. Removal of all prejudices relating to race, creed, or provinces. Third, preventing national unity and deciding on a future course of action. The tactics adopted by the Congress, including petitioning and drawing attention to the grievances by the public discussion, so as to attain the global representative institution in India. The Congress became the symbol of growth of a feeling of nationhood. It was a big leap towards the growth of nationalism. Now, moderates and extremists. The Indian National Congress evolved and grew between 1885 and 1905, when the moderates or the petitioner dominated it. Soon there emerged a section which believed in more aggressive action. They came to be known as the extremists or radicals, different in their ideological and political method to be adopted against British rule led to their spill in the Shura session of the Congress in 1907. Moderates 1885 to 1905, the demand of the Congress during its first phase 1885 to 1905 were very modest and centered around constitutional reform, economic relief, administrative reorganization, and defense of civil rights. Although moderates kept up with their demands, the British hardly responded to them. So these leaders concluded that British economic imperialism meant subordination of the Indian economy and drain of wealth to England. Therefore, they demanded rapid development of indigenous industry and agriculture. They also wanted Indian control over the public purse and raised the slogan of no taxation without representation. The claim for Swaraj or self-rule also emerged by the beginning of the 20th century. British hostility towards and Congress increased with its slew of demands. Following a policy of divide and rule, they encouraged the Aligarh movement led by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, which led to the formation of the Muslim League in 1906. Garjan, large Garjan कह सकते हैं. Aggressive policies led to the control of university education and partition of Bengal in 1905. Although the Congress in its early phase failed to achieve any concerted reform in different spheres, it succeeded in creating a wider national consciousness. It trained people in politics, popularized the ideas of democracy and nationalism, propagated the modern outlook, and exposed the evils of the British rule. Prominent among the moderate leaders were Dadabhai Nehruji, Surendranath Banerjee, Ramesh Datta, Mahadev Govind Ranade, and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Now, extremist 1905 to 18. Radical nationalist ideology in India had been growing since the revolt 1857. By the turn of the century, the discontent had become widespread among the rural gentry, peasantry, and workers. A large number of the leaders became vocal in their demand and action. These leaders came to be known as the radical nationalists or extremists. The second phase of the Indian nationalism began after 1905. The period between 1905 to 18 is known as the extremist phase of national movement. Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chand Pal, known as the Lal Bal Pal, were the main extremist leader. Tilak was known as Lokmanya. He announced, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it." Now, causes of growth of radical nationalism next day.